And welcome back, everybody. This is Movies and Beyond, and Kyle's playing with his nose. How have we been today, Kyle?
Yeah, just been working.
Working?
Yeah.
Working out?
Well, I've had uh, ugh, basically, right, but a bit of context. Our first topic is about the Marvels, and it's obviously a review score, which isn't looking too good. And I've also had the thing spoiled for me as well. So
Ah!
yeah. So Callum, no, not really. I've had a pretty meh day because I wasn't like looking forward to this, but I thought this could be a fun film. But yeah, let's go into our first topic,
Yeah,
anyways.
let's go into our first topic indeed. So,
We're kind of already in it, but yeah,
we're
let's do it.
already in it, but before we go any further, this is one thing I like to say whenever we're talking about reviews and a Rotten Tomato score, or anything like that.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, just because it has a 54% on Rotten Tomatoes does not mean that you won't like the film. It don't mean that we won't like the film. We ain't seen it yet. We'll make that, we'll make a conclusion of that when we see it on Friday. But right now, this is,
Shit.
yeah, well, fuck. um, another thing as well, a Rotten Tomato score. This, some people need to know how it works still. This still means over 50% of the critics that saw it like it and give it over a 6 or above out of 10. So that's what a 50% means.
Well, I mean, it's the same with like I know Dark World, Thor: The Dark World. That gets a lot of like shit, and it's not reviewed very well. I like it. I like it. I don't know why. I just like it.
Yeah, but
I don't think it's that bad.
yeah, all these negative reviews coming out and stuff like that, it's really, it can really temper your excitement a bit. Obviously now tracking numbers have gone down as well. It's looking like this is going to make about 50 million opening weekend.
Yeah, it ain't hitting a billion.
No, not like the first one. But yeah, and this is, I think we wanted to go into this and like it, and do you know what? We still might. We don't know yet. We haven't seen it, but with something like this, the chance comes down. With each percent it comes down. It's like you might not like it. Do you know the only thing I'm gutted about with this?
Mm.
I feel so sorry for Aman Vellani.
I don't, because she's got a great first show.
Well, yeah, she's gonna go from having the thing with the
It,
highest Rotten Tomato score to, and this come out like this. All the other ones like Ant-Man and
out, out of all these characters, right? She's going to be everyone's favorite. I guarantee it.
well, I'm going to talk about some of the reviews and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of saying a lot of reviews saying it's a messy film, but in all of the positive reviews that I've read, because there's one's on there because it's got 54%. In all the positive reviews that I've read, they mention that this trio is good and it's the best part about the film. Reviews I've watched, the three leads are the best part about the film. So, there's that little silver lining there, but a lot of the things are saying it's a messy story. It doesn't know what film it wants to be. I heard someone say this feels like Captain Marvel 3. It should be a sequel to a film we haven't even got yet. So, yeah, the reviews they are what they are. We are big Marvel fans, massive Marvel fans. But when we see this on Friday, if it's shit, we will tell you. Kyle definitely will.
Well, I mean, it's gonna. I think this film was bound to get quite a bit of hate, anyways, because of just.
Yeah, no, but I just look at that more on the audience score side of things.
Yeah, on the audience score thing, yeah.
Because we've got to remember the first Captain Marvel is the whole reason why the audience score thing changed on Rotten Tomatoes, because it was getting review bombed before the film even came out. With like 10,000 plus negative reviews. And then Rotten Tomatoes changed it, and it's like, no, you need to be verified, you need to have a Fandango ticket to have seen the film, which is who they're partnered with, obviously. So, but you can't change a critic score. They've seen it. All verified critics.
I think it's weird though, like people shit on the first film so much and Brie Larson and everything, but it's like the film's made $1 billion anyways. It's like,
well, I
don't get it.
Here's what I'll say is, I like the first Captain Marvel. I think I like it more than you. I think I like it more than most people. But let's not get it twisted. That film didn't make $1 billion because of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. It didn't make $1 billion because of Sam Jackson as Nick Fury. That film made $1 billion simply because it came out a month before Endgame, and people in that time period just clamoring for anything Marvel. I just need to know any little detail before I see Endgame. So there's going to be a post-credit scene for Endgame. So that is 100% why the first Captain Marvel made $1 billion. And this is coming from someone who likes the film. But, yeah. Where's your excitement level now for Captain Marvel?
It's not changed, I'll be completely honest.
Because, after that... I can't even remember what trailer it is that came out. I know they released a trailer at the beginning of this week, which is very fucking desperate of them. You don't usually see Marvel do that. They cutting a load of footage from Avengers Endgame of scenes that Captain Marvel's not even in, like the time travel stuff with Steve and Cap. So, Steve and Cap, am I dumb? I'm going to get slated for that with Tony and Steve, and it's like, why you do that? Why you do that? You don't need to do that. We know Captain America's not going to be in this film. We know Iron Man's not going to be in this film. Why you do that? And I'd get it if she was a big part of Avengers, but she really wouldn't. What, does she have, like 5 minutes screen time in total? So, yeah. Anyway, we'll let you know on Friday what we think. Kyle's sorted our tickets out for us, so we'll let you know.
I haven't actually done that. I'm so sorry. I've just been so tired. I will do that tonight, though, as soon as we finish tonight.
As soon as we finish, we're gonna.
In fact, when you're talking about Reacher, I'll do it then. I will be a part of that. I'll just be like, what do you think of this, Kyle? Yeah, great.
Yeah, great stuff.
I'm glad there's a season 2 come out. You know why? Because I haven't seen the first one.
But for that, no, I'll get onto it later. I was going to really get into it then. But next topic, Blade. It's R-rated. I know you're going to be very happy about this because we've had discussions in the past where it's like, I didn't see a need for it to be R-rated. I prefer it to be R-rated, but I didn't really see a need for it to be R-rated. There's creative ways around it. It definitely helps it being R-rated, and I prefer it being R-rated, but you was definitely in the camp of, this film needs to be R-rated, and it's, because it won't work any other way.
If it wouldn't have made any money, the reason why I say that is because this wouldn't have, I don't think this really appeals. People love horror things and gore and shit like that. And, with Blade, if people go in and see that it's not R-rated, they're just going to think, it's just another superhero movie. That's how they're going to view it. This R rating now helps it cement itself being as, it's not just a superhero movie. It's a very gothic, bloody, it will tie in more that fans of the horror and sort of, that type of genre, which it kind of needs. I mean, the thing they did at the Halloween special was good, but that wasn't very they just don't do much in the way of gore or anything like that.
I still haven't seen it in colour.
No, I haven't seen it either. I'd have to see it in black and white.
I really do like Werewolf by Night, though. It's probably one of my favourite things that Marvel did last year. I thought it was nice and refreshing and new. But yeah, means we're gonna get all the blood. We're gonna get all the boobies. Serious vampire boobies. Are you excited for vampire boobies?
No, not really. I just want to see Blade kick some ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just thought because the thing is with that, then the film's going to be like really like bland color wise. It's going to look very dull in the sense of
Whereas you want
they'll
to see red.
yeah, they're gonna like it's just I don't want to look at a fucking a dark, not like dark as in like oh it's dark with like bits of light shining onto stuff. It's literally the whole screen will be dark to hide these things, and it'll cut away when he's like chopping hands off, or you'll just see literally like if you chop a hand off, you'll see like his head there and like his body there, and they won't actually show the part when it's sliced. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Well, I think this is great because I think this shows Marvel now that it's like the people watching our stuff who've grown up with our stuff, who will go watch our stuff regardless, are of that age now. They can watch R-rated films. How old was we when the first Iron Man came out?
Yeah, but that being said, though, Callum, these movies still make a lot of money from kids. That's not to say that because it's R-rated. I mean, look at Deadpool and Deadpool 2. They did pretty well.
Yeah, they did. And there's always been this stigma that they won't.
Which wasn't, but that's the thing with Venom. I felt like that could have gotten away with it. Okay, fine, because that's going to eventually.
No, but let's not confuse our US viewers. So Venom in America was a PG-13, from what I understand. So nowhere near this R rating.
No, that's what I mean. Like you look at Venom, and it didn't have this R rating. It still did pretty well. It's because Venom looks cool and Venom's interesting as a character, but he ties in with Spider-Man, and with Spider-Man you don't get a lot of this gore stuff. With Blade, it is nothing but gore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's why Venom can work without the R rating. Yeah, it'd be cool if he did have the R rating, but he can work without it.
Well, do you think this is going to be under that new Marvel Spotlight banner?
Probably, yeah. I don't like. I'll be honest. I know we spoke about this, but I just think it feels like it's like I said before. It feels like it's disconnecting itself from the MCU.
Stuff we've heard from Blade is it's not going to go into an Avengers film. This is going to be they're trying to set up Midnight Suns.
Yeah, and it can do that, but it doesn't need to really, differentiate itself at all. Like you don't see when they were doing Defenders on Netflix, they didn't really, it just was what it was, and I get it. It wasn't obviously Marvel Studios controlling that. It was mainly sort of Marvel execs and obviously Netflix. But what I'm saying is the MCU doesn't need these things to differentiate. It's like if they're doing this with that, why didn't they do it for the Disney Plus shows? Why didn't they call this like Marvel Showtime or something like that?
I think it is? They've finally grown a pair of balls because we saw it with the Echo trailer. TVMA. We're hearing that Marvel Zombies is going to be TVMA. We're hearing that Daredevil's going to be TVMA. There's possibly a Punisher in the works, and that's going to be TVMA. Deadpool 3, R-rated. That was but Deadpool 3 was confirmed a long time ago to be R-rated. They were saying we can't change that because of what's already established. But yeah, another thing I want to add on to this. This is now being said to have a budget of less than 100 million. Now, before people get, the pants in a twist and fucking, no, they're setting it up to fail, they're not giving it enough money. Do you know what the budget was, Kyle, for the first Deadpool film?
Don't give a shit. No, I don't.
58 million. It's a very low budget for one of the, if not the highest grossing R-rated comic book film of all time. No, I'm pretty sure that goes to Joker, actually. I think Joker overtook it. But still, Joker was done on a small budget as well. But you can achieve the sort of stuff that you achieved in Deadpool 1, the first one, with, and this is a budget that's probably got another 40 million on top of that. So they can do a lot with $100 million budget. I think Marvel is really just trying to bring in the spending and say, well, fucking hell, we've been spending a bit too much. Because the Marvels, I'm pretty sure that has a budget of 270 million. It's not going to fucking see a penny of that back. And it's going to damage the brand. It's going to push people further away from Marvel, definitely.
Can I just say as well, we
No.
went to go see Five Nights at Freddy's the other week, and that was on a budget of 20 million.
Yeah, no, that's
made some real money.
That is-
And in production wise in the film, I know we said we wasn't too, we're not really into these type of thing, that type of franchise, but the film looked good for what it was. I mean, yeah, it had the low budget, and you could tell it had a low budget, but it wasn't like it looked bad or anything. It just had to work with what it had, and it worked really well with it.
I think, and giving a film a lower budget sometimes is a blessing in disguise. Because, in Deadpool, the first Deadpool, when he goes to his final battle, they wrote it in with him, taking all these guns and using all these guns and stuff like that. That joke of him leaving the bag in the taxi came from them not having the budget to do that.
Yeah.
So these restraints can create amazing things in your budget.
Mm-hmm.
They can set up anything. So I'm super excited for Blade. Mahershala Ali, 2-time Oscar winner, I believe. He's an amazing talent. He was he was amazing in Luke Cage as Cottonmouth, and that show got bad as soon as they killed his character off. So it just goes to show. But yeah, bring on Blade, and we've talked about a negative Marvel topic. We've talked about I'd say a positive Marvel topic now. And I think the Marvels is definitely. I think this is going to be our lowest point. I could be wrong. We could come back to this in May when Captain America comes out, and maybe that's even worse than what people are saying this is. And maybe I could be wrong, but I really feel like we've gone as low as we can go, and we're gonna, now that Kevin Feige's back in, he's overseeing everything. They've pulled a load of projects back. We're not doing that. I really think we're gonna see fucking, Marvel catapult back up. And I'm glad they've made the mistakes now instead of in an Avengers film. You
Just checking something here because I saw something earlier, but it's coming from a source that I'm not too sure of. Just going into, obviously, we're talking about Marvel here. I don't see anything else that is Marvel on today's topic. It's something to do with Kevin Feige. I wouldn't say it's from a reliable source, but the Hollywood Reporter is saying that Kevin Feige is no longer doing a Star Wars project.
Boom! You ready?
Oh shit! Oh shit! I thought this was gonna be about something else. Oh, okay.
So we are going to talk about that because I put this together before this because there's some rumors that he's going to be taking over. They're going to move him off Marvel and put him on Star Wars. Now, I don't really believe these rumors, and then Kevin Feige's come out himself and he's confirmed that his Star Wars film has been cancelled. Which I think we reported that a couple, like one of the first topics we ever talked about.
You know where I stand, right? And I'm pretty sure you agree with me. If Disney say we're gonna do a Star Wars movie, it ain't fucking happening.
It ain't happening until we get the first trailer.
Do you know what?
Then,
even then, still, like,
until
I don't
we're sitting in the cinema watching it.
Yeah.
And the credits roll at the end. Only then was the film real.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've not had a Star Wars movie in a long time, and I remember they've announced all they want to do High Republic, and they want to do all these crazy spin-offs and stuff like that, and it's just like, we're not getting this. Like, we've waited. They're all about bringing back fucking Rey. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. No.
It's not. I'm sorry. Like, they you know, the only film that I feel like is going to be that's real is the Mandoverse film. That is the only one. But even then, I'm still like, they might turn it into a show. You know? So, I don't think that would ever get cancelled, but if anything was to happen to that film, the Mandoverse film, whatever it be called, Heir to the Empire or whatever, it will be turned into a show.
Yeah.
At the worst. It will get cancelled. But yeah, I remember seeing, because I think it was like Game Rant or Screen Rant or whatever. I don't really trust them, but they were saying that Kevin Feige's moving from Marvel to another franchise.
Star Wars. Apparently so.
Yeah.
Now, I don't believe this, but let's say it's real. Let's talk about it as if the news has just come out. He's got out on stage, and Kevin Feige said, "Hey up, mush. I'm off to do a Star Wars now. Bye-bye, Marvelous."
Is that Yorkshire Feige?
He is?
Is he?
No!
I'm going to say.
Hey up, mush. I'm off to do a Star Wars.
I'm from Leeds, mate.
I'm off to go do a Star Wars, mush, so everybody look after me superhero, and I'm gonna go do a Star Wars.
I'm going to do it in Leeds.
I'm gonna do a Star Wars in Leeds.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah.
Gonna find some shots in fucking Leeds, like
Yeah.
an invasion.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird. That I get it how it works, but it's just like weird how they shot it in Leeds.
I'm gonna stick a proton torpedo up the barrel man's ass.
Right, I've taken it too far.
No, I am not far enough.
I'm off to local pubs to look for a new Mos Eisley. Looking for canteen.
Canteen.
Star Wars.
I want one with the slotties.
Rev it up.
I'm gonna make 70 quid on slotties and stick it back in.
I'm off for a pint and a pot
What are we doing? What are we doing?
We're just doing your fucking British Feige.
No, we're not. But so he's doing a Star Wars. He's taking over a Star Wars. What would you say to that if he actually took over Star Wars?
Marvel's probably in a really bad spot.
I would much prefer him to stay at Marvel.
Because I feel like the reason why the people have been so negative about Marvel and why things haven't been going too well is the lack of direction from Kevin Feige.
Yeah, he's been spread too thin. He has.
Yeah.
With the amount of projects that have come out, he's been spread too thin. And now he's back in. They're not doing as much. So I really think it's going to start thriving again. But maybe 5% of me is going, all right, we had 10 years, 11 years of Marvel perfection. Why don't he go give us some Star Wars perfection?
Because it would never happen.
It would never happen.
Anyways, like if here's the thing, and I'm going back to what you asked me just then. What would you think if Kevin Feige actually did move over to Star Wars? It's like, great, right? He's basically dead out of the job, like he's never working again, kind of thing. Because you had the David and Benioff, and the Game of Thrones.
No, like he would be taking Kathleen Kennedy's job if he went like the job he does at Marvel, but at Star Wars. At Lucasfilm.
Yeah, but still, no, I don't think Disney just have the balls to push out a Star Wars movie.
But, if he's the head of Lucasfilm, then it's up to him.
Is it really, though?
Yeah.
I mean, not with Star Wars, I don't think. Marvel, on the other hand, yes, he can have as much control as he wants.
And I think, exactly, and I think because of his success with Marvel, even though we're on a bit of a downslope right now, even with his success with Marvel, I think he could go over to Star Wars and do whatever the fuck he wants. If he wanted to reboot the Star Wars universe, as dumb as it fucking sounds, I think they'd let him.
I mean, they'd only need to reboot the sequels, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
No, I mean like fucking from the beginning.
No, I know, but I'm saying that
I don't want to see that. Nobody take that the wrong way and say I wanted to see that.
No, I don't want that, but I'd like it if they did it with the sequels, or at least redo the sequels in a better way. I know it sounds like very like a dream kind of thing, but I'm saying, take elements from these films,
yeah,
maybe a character or two. That's about it.
Yeah, no, I just want to see Colin Trevorrow's Duel of the Fates, his episode 9.
But I do as well. But here's the thing. when it comes to Star Wars, I just like we're not getting anything movie related. It's not happening. If you hear that there's a show being announced and they're going to actually work on it or whatever, that's got more, more solid ground to actually be real. Whereas, if they say this film's coming out, they're going to do this story. It's same with the games as well, which is a bit unfortunate. Disney aren't doing enough with the IP. They're not.
An IP which they paid $4 billion for, which is quite a underestimation of that. George Lucas could have charged way more for that, but he didn't.
We're not getting that Darth Revan game, the remake, Knights of the Old Republic remake. That's pretty much been shoved in the bin. Battlefront, we're players of that. We love
Where's Battlefront 3?
We enjoyed the first one. We love the second one after all the updates and stuff. And then they went and cancelled, and then went not cancelled.
Yeah, as soon as they got the game perfect,
then
they stopped working on it.
And then we're not getting a Battlefront 3. And then the next game we get from the Star Wars universe is Star Wars Outlaws. And okay, yeah, it looks cool, I guess, but it's Ubisoft, and I don't trust them fuckers at all. I'm scared that it's literally just going to be Far Cry third-person Star Wars, kind of like what they're doing with the Avatar.
It's
Avatar. Far Cry Avatar. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And but we did get Jedi, Fallen Order, and Survivor.
Which you're not that much of a fan of Fallen Order, are you? But you really like Survivor.
I love the Fallen Order
story.
The story to it. I love that. The gameplay, not as much. Survivor picks it up for me. It felt a bit better. I still really hate the fact that it's 150 gigs, but I'm glad that's a thing. And obviously with Cal Kestis as well, he needs to pop up in something Star Wars, live action, man. Like, it's not going to diminish his character.
Yeah.
It's like, not all.
I think they want to get that trilogy of games out of the way first and then get him.
I don't think they need to, because it's like, well, we can't bring him in and then like kill him off. That's like the big question everyone's. It's like, you don't need that. Like, you've got we know that Luke is dead, but he came back in Mandalorian.
Yeah, I still find it fucking hilarious that the Fortress Inquisitorius, where the Inquisitors are, got broken into twice in the same year, the same way. Cal Kestis swims in, and so does Obi-Wan in the same year. It's like, how dumb can you fucking get?
It kind of melts down Darth Vader's words when he goes in and fights Cal's mentor. Well, not mentor, but I can't remember her name.
I want to take that back, actually. I don't think that is the same year. I think Survivor's set in the same year as Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Fallen
Order's only 5 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Still, it's roughly around the same time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what I said. It probably isn't it? But yeah.
Proper around the same time, mush.
Moss Esper. Vespers.
Yeah, I'm off to go do a Star War. But speaking of our favourite British icon from New Zealand.
Can I just say real quick before we move topic?
No.
I would fucking love.
No,
right?
What part of no do you not understand, Kyle?
Do
I need to take you to a consent seminar?
They cancel the sequels, right? And they do a really good, like, hour-long, 10 episodes a season, Game of Thrones politics-esque Star Wars show. I would rather have that than them doing a bunch of movies
with
about
Peter Dinklage's Anakin Skywalker.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I feel like we kind of get that a little bit with Andor.
What, Peter Dinklage is Anakin Skywalker?
No. Andor. Which I know a lot of people haven't watched Andor, but go watch Andor, trust me. It's very slow.
Andor, you could watch this instead.
Dickhead. Right, next topic.
I don't
want
to. The boys! Yeah, we've got some new posters for The Boys Season 4. 2 new posters. It's coming in 2024. They haven't given us an exact date yet. Just double check that for me, Kyle.
What, 2024?
I've got no passion in what I do when I don't research. I did have a quick read of the article, but they just said 2024.
Well, it says it on the poster.
Yeah, I know, but see if there's a date.
No.
Okay. But yeah, coming out of Gen V last week, I was really expecting a trailer for The Boys season 4 at the end of Gen V. They did something better. In fact, I'm going to spoil Gen V here. If you haven't seen Gen V
Hey, Colin,
season finale,
ready?
Kyle hasn't seen it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go on.
It's official. The Boys season 4 will finally launch on Prime Video sometime in 2024.
Sometime?
Yep.
That's like near my birthday.
Yep.
And Christmas.
Yep.
And Valentine's Day.
Yep. Yep.
Sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Hell yeah. But if they're putting out posters now, do you think we're going to get a trailer by the end of this week?
Potentially.
Now that Gen V's gone, obviously.
I'd like that, but at the same time, they've got the thing of the Invincible, and they want people talking about that a bit more. I think that's the only.
I know that I think there's a lot of a lot of crossover with that audience, and I think one thing's just going to excite the other.
I know, but I'm saying like you want to give Invincible a bit of just because they've had Gen V.
I don't think they need to give it a chance to breathe because Invincible knocked Gen V off the #1 spot on the finale weekend. So I don't think they need to give it a chance to breathe. Yeah,
but at the end of the day, it's still all about like profits and viewership. They want to max out the viewership as much as they can.
So what do you think? We're going to get 4 weeks solid of Invincible, then a trailer for The Boys, and it's a break.
Mm-hmm.
Invincible comes back in the new year.
That seems like the better way to do it, just from like a business standpoint, because you've then got that gap of like there's nothing happening, and it's like boom, The Boys trailer.
Yeah, but I did say I was going to spoil Gen V, so I might as well now that I've said I'm going to do it. Yeah, we didn't get a trailer for The Boys season 4 at the end of Gen V, but they did something a lot better. They just told it into the story. You know, Kyle already knows this. Homelander pops up right at the end. Does some very interesting stuff. And then the credits roll, and then boom, Billy Butcher pops up. He's in the woods. He's looking round at all the empty cells. Just looks right in the camera and goes, "What a bunch of cunts." So, yeah. I think that was kind of better than a trailer. Because it's enough to tease what season 4 is going to be about, because apparently The Boys season 4 is going to take place a couple of days after Gen V ends.
Still not watching it.
Just watch a recap.
Probably. Or I'll just have you tell me.
Alright, so, you got time?
Well, why don't you do like a recap video for the people that didn't watch Gen V? I'll be in it with you. I'll be like, right, okay. And if
That's a good idea, because them Gen V videos do pretty fucking well. So
there you go.
Enough to.
I think they do well, Colin, because no one's fucking watching Gen V and they're watching this instead. It's like me.
No, they do well because you're not in them.
I'll fucking fart on camera again.
Do it. That's what gets views.
Shit myself.
That's what gets views, mate. You farting. That's our most viewed shot. You shitting your pants.
Fucking do it again.
Do it again.
No.
Right, Reacher. We've got a new trailer for Reacher Season 2. Kyle, why haven't you seen the first season of Reacher?
Doesn't interest me.
Does it not? It's really fucking good. Really good.
You say that about Gen V and I'm like...
I'll come down to yours, I'll stick this up your ass and light it, mate. So, don't even start.
Shut up, mate. You were going to pop that off the other day when I was there.
I know, it'd have been funny.
Yeah, I'd be fucking blind.
Nah, I don't think it'd blind you. I just think it'd make a loud noise. 18 plus, do you think there's porn in there?
For what?
In this?
Oh, God.
But, yeah, new trailer for the new season of Reacher. Jumped right back into it. Alan Richardson, I think it is. He's looking fucking bigger than ever. Just looks like it's got all the fun action and stuff like that the first season had.
The Reacher, didn't they make a film with like Tom Cruise?
They did.
See, I get confused with all these films and shows, because I think it's all to do with like Tom Clancy and
I
stuff.
don't think Reacher is.
Oh.
So the Jack Reacher books describe Reacher as a big hulking man, and then they cast Tom Cruise in the films. And the author wasn't actually a fan of that, but now we've got Alan Richardson doing it, who's a big fucking unit. You know, his biceps are nearly as big as mine. Nearly.
Jack Reacher. Oh, it's by Lee Child. Yeah. Well, I just thought it was something to do with Tom Clancy. I'll be completely honest.
I think you're thinking of Jack Ryan.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it's so, you know, it seems so similar name and everything. I'm like, you know.
I think that's why they didn't call it Jack Reacher, because on Amazon Prime they've already got Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
So it really confused people. The Jack franchise.
I do love the Jack Ryan show. I've only watched one season of it. I've been meaning to rewatch it again and continue finishing it, but I'm currently in the middle of For All Mankind.
Yeah. But no, trailer's great. Kicks in the Adam Warlock song in the middle of the trailer, Kyle. The down 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 when he's flying in with that meme. So December 15th this comes out, and I couldn't be more excited. It's something nice to watch over my Christmas break. Well, my Christmas break from work. Me and Kyle won't be Christmas breaking from this channel, that's for sure. Isn't that right, Kyle?
Yeah, man.
Instead of spending Christmas with our families, we're going to make a video of tickling each other's beards. But let's get on to something you actually did watch. Ghostbusters Frozen, whatever the fuck it fucking called?
Frozen Empire.
Frozen Empire. Thank you, Kyle. I don't know what I'd do without you.
I think this film's going to be shit.
I thought this was a pretty cool trailer.
No, I think this is probably like... It's hyping up. Like, it seems like the trailer's for like the third and final film, but it's for the second film in this version of Ghostbuster films, and it just, nothing excites me in it. It's just...
Did you see Afterlife?
I hadn't seen the Afterlife. I mean, I want to watch it. I just haven't got round to it. Do you know what I mean? But
I'll watch it with you because I quite like Afterlife.
Well, I'll watch it, but at the same time, it's like the trailer for that was quite exciting. But you know, it played on the nostalgia.
I don't want to spoil Afterlife for you.
Yeah.
But it's like how Black Panther pays respects to Chadwick Boseman in the best way they possibly could.
Yeah.
This Afterlife pays respect to Harold Ramis in like the best way they possibly could and more. So
yeah, I'm fine with that. The thing is, I just don't. I thought that was going to be like a one-off, but they're turning it into a bit of a you know, it's going to have like a trilogy by the looks of it, and I'm just like,
and come on, Paul Rudd.
Yeah, but I just feel like he's getting paid to be that guy.
Obviously, he is.
Yeah, I mean,
he's an actor.
I know, but I'm saying like it's just like nothing stood out for Paul Rudd for me.
Don't fucking say dumb things around me because you get called out.
I am not saying a dumb thing. I'm trying to
piece of shit.
I'm trying to say
piece of shit. You think actors work for free?
But they always bring. It's like saying, all right, if actors were so thingy, you'd hire the same actor for each fucking thing, wouldn't you? But each actor has their own flavour and the way they do things.
All right, what does Paul Rudd taste like?
Come and council tax. No, it's just, like that little was like, that was very Paul Rudd, but it just felt like, you know, that's the only thing that stood out for me in this trailer is Paul Rudd being Paul Rudd. You know, there was nothing really compelling in it. I'm sorry, I know. I love the first Ghostbusters. I enjoyed the second one.
What about the lady one?
I
now, careful what you say here, because you could be a sexist if you say the wrong thing.
I just said I didn't watch it. I ain't watched Afterlife, but Afterlife appeals to me more with the trailer.
All right, what about Ghostbusters Afterbirth?
No, look, the trailer didn't sell me. It didn't sell it to me.
And that's all right.
I mean, I might be a bit more excited when I see an Afterlife, maybe, but I wouldn't be like, oh, I need to book a ticket for this right away, kind of
When
thing.
I come down to yours on Saturday, oh yeah, just a quick thingy for Saturday.
Callum's coming to bump me.
Well, apart from that, we won't be doing a Loki review and an Invincible review on Friday night because we're going out to see the Marvels. Now, mate, what the fuck are you looking at?
I'm just thinking
what
of
the fuck are you looking at in the corner of your room?
I'm not. I'm just
mate,
looking
are you
down.
seeing dead children or something, mate? Because you're looking down there like.
I'm not. I'm just thinking. I'm like.
Don't do that. That's dangerous when you think.
Shut me, dickhead. Dangerous when I think. No, I'm saying it's like. You know, we're going to go see the. I feel like we should just go see Marvels on the Saturday, but it's like. Because no one's gonna watch this review unless it's actually we're gonna talk shit about the film. No one's gonna watch it.
I think more people will watch the Marvels review than the Loki stuff.
Yeah, but that's if we shit on the film.
Well, we don't know what we're gonna do because we ain't saying it.
Well, okay, but if we say this movie's good, we're not gonna get many views, and the comments we are gonna get are just gonna be like, we're gonna get more comments and less views if it's a positive review, and we're gonna get less comments and more views if it's a negative review.
Well, we don't know what the review's gonna be because we ain't seen it. But
fucking shit.
But Loki review on Saturday, Invincible review on Saturday. We'll do them both. Might even do them in Kyle's insides. But yeah. So I'll come down when I'm down at yours on Saturday after we've done that. We'll
Well, I mean, we might be able to do.
We'll get a blanket. We'll get a blanket. We'll cuddle up.
Well, we could do it kind of early if you wanted.
Like how early? Because bear in mind, I'm working on Saturday as well.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay. Yeah. We can't do it. We can't do it.
It's like our schedules are so like conflicted, aren't they? On a Saturday, it's like just as I'm getting home from work, you're either just going or you've only just got there.
I mean, like sometimes I do have like an early shift and I finish earlier, but they rarely give me those. They give me some in the summertime, but in winter time they just like to.
Yeah, no. Only 4 hours on a Saturday for me, and it's the worst 4 hours of my life every 2 weeks. And this is someone who goes for a prostate exam every week.
Yeah. Anyways, this trailer didn't sell anything for me. It's like, yeah, Paul Rudd, whatever. It just feels like, Paul Rudd, here's some money. Do your Paul Rudd thing.
Well, and it's all right. Like, if someone came up to you, said, Kyle, here's some money. Do your Kyle thing. Would you not do it?
I'd shit in the corner. No, that's your thing. I'd fart. No, what I'm saying is, with Paul Rudd, he's great. He's funny, and he does. I can imagine he does probably a lot of improv and stuff. But it's like you can't sell this film on just Paul Rudd going, because that's what it felt like to me. Nothing in this trailer enticed me to want to go watch it.
I liked the icicles.
Oh yeah, big shiny icicles.
The original cast. The original cast. I'll say it one more time. The original cast.
Yeah, the thing with that is that when they do stuff with original cast, it doesn't automatically make it a good film. It's like the Jurassic World films. They brought back the original cast for that, and I heard the final third one wasn't that good.
Yeah, but that's all right. But this is coming off. I don't want to spoil Afterlife here, but this is coming off Afterlife which is critically acclaimed. So,
Well, so was the first Jurassic World, and then they went into the second one, which was, I don't think it was the worst.
I think we were just sick and tired of seeing that fucking trailer every time we went to cinema for 6 months straight.
Yeah. Don't remind me. Just that fucking Brie Larson and Chris Pratt just in that bar, like fuck me. But
Not Brie Larson.
not Brie Larson. Sorry.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah, sorry. I get that. We've got very strange names.
Brad Dallas Howard.
Blah.
Brad Dallas Howard.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, Chris Pratt and Bryan Cranston in Jurassic World.
Yeah, they were in a bar talking about old times.
Yeah, talking about when they used to have sexual relations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse.
Someone cooked.
Have you seen that where they edit the Breaking Bad lot into the like Civil War trailer? It's fucking hilarious.
Right, should we wrap this up?
What did you think of the trailer?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was coming off Afterlife. It was very nostalgia filled again. And this film might be bad, but I think it's in good hands with Ivan Reitman's son doing it. So you don't know until you see it. Oh, one more thing I want to add on to before we go. This was actually going to be a topic, but then actual movie and TV stuff filled up. So, Spider-Man 3, the game from Insomniac, they've come out. What have they said, Kyle?
Miles is the main character.
Yeah. Right, I'll ask you first before I jump into this. Do you have an issue with that?
No, but I have an issue with how they set it up in the second game.
All right, but you're okay with Miles being the main Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, me too. I'm okay with it as well. So why are all these grown-ass fucking men crying that Miles is going to be the next Spider-Man in the Spider-Man game? Peter's still going to be there. He's still going to be able to play as him.
I think, for me personally, like I said, I am fine with. I love the idea of him taking on the mantle. It just didn't feel like, not deserved. It just didn't feel set up well in the second game.
Yeah, Kyle, I'm just nodding right now because my headset's died, so I can't actually hear what you're saying.
That's a fault with the story, because the story was kind of weak.
So just finish what you're saying, and I'll then show.
I will. But the story was kind of weak, and I feel like it didn't really. It was just kind of like an end scene where it was like, Peter's gonna go and
yes, good point.
Sort off his life and things
good
like
point,
that.
Kyle.
Leave Miles to do his thing. So
whatever he's saying, I completely agree with it.
I think they do like another midway game with somehow doing something else, or a DLC.
Yes.
Focuses on Miles a bit more, because I know that it was supposed to be like a 2-part game, but it just felt like a two-player.
It'll be even funnier if he's just like sat here for like 10 minutes, just moving his hands and pretending he's speaking.
And,
he's gonna do it
now. No, but I'm saying
what you saying. I got that bit.
Yeah. So it should have been Miles and Peter's game, but it was mainly Peter's in Spider-Man 2. Miles had a little bit to do, but it was mainly Peter. And in the third game, it needs to be more Miles and a less Peter. But they should have set it up in Spider-Man 2 better for Miles taking on the mantle.
I don't know what you're saying. So we're going to have to end it right here. But I'm glad we made it and talked through all our topics. I'll just add on before we go. Shut the fuck up, you. I know you're saying something.
Yeah.
Right, I'll just add on before we go. I don't care if Miles is a Spider-Man. I love Miles as a character. And he's earned it. Just hopefully he don't wear his Adidas costume. Yep, everybody loves
That's
that
probably
Adidas
that's
costume.
probably the only thing.
Shut up, Kyle.
Sorry.
I can't hear what you're saying, so it's invalid.
That Adidas, right? That's the only bad thing in Spider-Man 3 that it might happen.
Mate, I'm gonna listen to this back before I upload it, just in case, you know, you're not trying to get us cancelled.
No, I'm just saying, you know,
Probably
it's
going
whatever.
on like a rant about Brie Larson or something, aren't you? No, we love Brie Larson here at Movies and Beyond, and that sounded quite sarcastic. But no, I think she's great, very talented actress. But you just tell me to shut the fuck up. Because I swear to God, I'll come down there and I'll slap you. I think this might be the funniest interaction we've actually ever had on the channel, because I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Because this is dead. There's no point in wearing it. I should have been charging it this whole time.
Yeah, you should have.
So,
fucking dipshit.
I don't care what you're saying. I can't hear you. Mate, it's nothing to me. I can't hear you. So, this has been Movies and Beyond.
His batteries for his mic. He hates his batteries from his mic. He hit the batteries from his mic, and that's why his headset's dead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This has been Movies and Beyond. Like and subscribe, all that good shit.
All things are shit.
Yes. When I find out what you've been saying, expect to knock at your door. So,
if you can get up out your seat, you fat cuss.
I don't know what you're saying.
It's like you can hear me. Oh. Yeah.
Like, subscribe.
Shut
the fuck up.
Fuck off.
Leave a comment on video. Bye.